An attitude of gratitude is more than just writing a thank you note. It's recognizing impact and recognizing influence and highlighting it. That attitude is one we're trying to bring to the surface this month here on Studio 5. We called on a familiar face to help us out. Of all the famous names and faces Governor Gary Herbert has crossed paths with over the years, he's most grateful for Pee Wee baseball teammate and lifelong friend Ronald K. Hawkins.
We still go golfing together. We see each other all the time, and we just had a long, enduring friendship, and he's been a very good friend through the ups and downs of life, and I've been a good mentor and just a wonderful individual that I owe a lot of gratitude to. And he cares about people. He's been very involved with the community. He cares about his neighborhood and his community where he lives and his state and country. He's just a good role model for anybody, you know, to look up to. And anybody who's known him has appreciated his goodness. And so we had more people like him in the world, we'd have a better world. I do have a lot of gratitude in my heart for what life has afforded me. And I've learned that from my parents. My parents came from very humble circumstances, but were always grateful for what they had, and whatever they had, they were willing to share. They were grateful for the opportunity to share. As economics improved, my father and mother shared even more. So the attitude of gratitude is one that I learned from my parents.
And we are so grateful that Governor Gary Herbert would step forward and help us kick off this thank you chain this month here on Studio 5. I'm really so impressed with him. I have such great respect for him. It was such a treat to be there in his office up on Utah Capitol Hill. And we are laughing just a little bit because, of course, the governor, a very busy man, as he went to take on this assignment, his staff had a few people, a few names they suggested he might write to, he might send a thank you card to. And he said, no, I've been thinking about this. I know exactly who I want to send my thank you note to. That was a treat to see him really express that sincere gratitude toward that lifelong friend. And as he was writing that thank you card to his friend Ron, no pressure, right? Silence, camera over your shoulder as you're putting that thanks to paper with everybody watching. And I kind of playfully started to hum the Jeopardy song. And he looked up at me, he said, Brooke, I'm taking this seriously. This is sincere thankfulness at work here. So we send our sincere thankfulness to Governor Herbert for taking part in this. And we are hoping you will join us in adopting an attitude of gratitude this month as well, alongside Governor Herbert. This week we are starting a thank you chain, as we've talked about. Our goal is to make it the longest, loudest thank you note ever. Governor Gary Herbert and I got things started, and we will reveal our final community leader and influencer tomorrow morning. Both of us wrote thank you notes, and the Studio 5 team will track where those notes go. How will each person respond? We don't know, but we are excited to find out. We'll check in over the coming weeks as we see where each line of gratitude